Hey Cancer, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your October 2021 Silent Enemies reading. I am sorry about the buzz that's going on. I don't know if you can hear that low vibrational. Well, it's not low vibrational, but it's like a buzz in the background. There's some type of generator across the street from my building, and I got the windows open because it's a beautiful time of year here, and need the windows open. So forgive me in advance for that buzz. It's kind of, it may come off really low for you, but I can hear it and it's annoying. So at any rate, I hope all is well with you guys. We are in Libra season. I hope that you were able to check out some of the videos I did for you to help you navigate through this energy, because it's very potent, very strong, very influential energy going on in the house of Libra. All right. So for you, Libra is your fourth house. So, you normally rule the fourth house. But you got today, as of this recording, which is the 6th, you got 4 planets there. You got the sun and the moon there. You got Mercury there in retrograde, and you got Mars there. So please, 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 make sure, if you haven't already checked out your videos that I've done for you, make sure you check out your Mercury retrograde reading video. Make sure you check out your new moon in Libra video, okay? And then make sure you keep up with what's going on in the community tab, because we got a lot of energy switching up in October. We got like 3 planets coming out of retrograde. Pluto came out yesterday. We got the new moon coming into Libra today. This week we have, on the 7th, we have, is it Saturn going direct? Saturn's going to go direct. And then on the 17th, Jupiter's going to go direct. And then on the 20th, we got the full moon in Aries. And then on the 24th, we got Sun going into Scorpio. But earlier, what I'm saying, a day or two from now, we got Venus going into Sag. Like, there's a lot of energy switching up in the month of October alone. So just make sure you keep abreast of what's going on, especially those of you who are into astrology. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I incorporate a lot of astrology into the channel, into the readings, because it tends to make things more precise and more accurate. So if this is something that you enjoy, great, welcome. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If this is something that you're not into, you don't like astrology, or you don't understand it, if you're interested in learning, stick around. If it's something that you're not into, I respect that, understand that. And, maybe this won't be the channel for you, but I welcome you to check things out anyway. For those of you who are already part of the channel, welcome back, baby. I love you. Thank you so much for your support and all the various ways that you guys support. You guys are amazing. Now, the Silent Enemies reading is a reading that I put together because I want to help those of us who are on our spiritual journey to pay more attention to our intuitive nudges. And those of us who are on a spiritual journey, we understand that the people and places that are in our lives are here to teach us lessons, because just being here on this 3D realm, we're here to do shadow work. The shadow work involves getting to know our darker side, our shadow side, and understanding that part of us, so that we can, get to the love and light part. You cannot raise up to the love and light part without dealing with your demons, without dealing with your dark side. You know what I mean? The most potent demons or demon energy that you will ever run into is your own. So if you ignore that energy and not work on that energy, you will always succumb to unnecessary BS, because you don't have control over it. All right? To know yourself is the best thing, because then, you'll know what your triggers are. You'll know to stay away from them. You'll know when someone's trying to trigger you. Okay? So it's good to know your natal chart. Moving on, though. I'm going to put 3 cards out here. These cards, I'm going to channel the energy from them and see what I get. If it resonates with you in a situation that you're in with someone, then, take it as such and investigate the intuitive nudges. Make sure that they're not false alarms. All right? The people closest to us are always, they're always, what's the word? They're always instigating our intuitive nudges in some way, shape, or form. Now, we may ignore them because, oh, that's just my kid, or oh, that's just my sister, or oh, that's just my boyfriend, oh, that's just my wife. But, sometimes you should investigate those 2 intuitive nudges, okay? Sometimes they can be false alarms, meaning, okay, well, my wife's acting weird. Let me just see what's up with her. And you may find out that, she's having issues with a coworker at her job. Of course, you don't want to hear about it, but, just sit there and listen. Just listen, find something else to do and tell her to sit down and talk about it, and then you zone out. Or just help her. Maybe you can help her resolve the issue. Maybe she's looking at it from a perspective that she had, maybe you have a perspective she hasn't considered. Something like that. But that's a false alarm. It's like, that, her issues are not with you. And then on the flip side, it could be a little bit more darker. You may have somebody around you who's acting weird, and your intuitive nudge is telling you this, and it could be because this person may be envious of you, jealous of you, may not want to see you successful. And you need to know these things so that you are able to remove these people from your life or just work with them from a distance. Okay? So it's very important to pay attention to these intuitive nudges. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So here's the 3 cards we need. So the first card that came out is the Fool, major arcana of Uranus. The second card that came out is the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is Virgo energy. The third card that came out is the Ace of Cups. It came out in reverse, though. All right, so that's water energy. So that could be you. So when we have a major arcana show up in any reading, whether it's this Silent Enemies reading or by any other tarot card reader, we know that these major arcanas represent a major change that could happen in your life. No different in this reading. It's just that with this reading here, you not paying attention to your intuitive nudge could manifest in a manner in which you have little control over what the outcome could be because you ignored your intuition. So we got a major arcana here, the Fool. It's ruled by Uranus. Uranus is in retrograde in the house of Taurus right now, okay? So the house of Taurus deals with your value, your self-worth, your self-esteem. It also deals with, how much money you make. Like, what do you do to make, not what you do to make money, but how much money you make. Right? That's what Taurus deals with. So for you, Taurus is in your 11th house, okay? Yeah, it's in your 11th house. So the 11th house deals with your associations, your social life, people you deal with socially. It also deals with your long-term plans. It deals with, money you've made over a long period of time and what you do with it. Like, for example, 401ks, that's ruled by the 11th house, that type of thing, long-term money. So you definitely want to pay attention to what it is that you're doing to make money, I feel like. This could be about colleagues and co-workers, okay, for you guys. You're getting some type of intuitive nudge, maybe to start over, maybe to try something different. Maybe you work for someone and you're getting an intuitive nudge to introduce a product or a particular method of doing things that would make things make the work environment a better place, more productive, and maybe you're debating on doing that. Based on this energy here, you should take that opportunity to do it. I feel like if you don't, it's showing up as a silent reading, a silent enemy, because it could be detrimental to you in some way, shape, or form as far as your job. Maybe on another level, there's something going on at your place of work, and you sense that there's something going on as far as maybe there are going to be layoffs or they're losing money or there's something going on with the long-term stability of the company. And maybe you're thinking about starting your own business. You may want to take advantage of that opportunity. If your gut is telling you to start doing things, maybe start investigating into what you want to do. Uranus deals with the internet, okay? It deals with social media. So maybe some of you are looking into ways of making money on social media. So you definitely should check into that if your intuitive energies are telling you to do so. Also, with this Uranus energy here, some of you may be in a position where somebody could be putting up things on the internet about you, or you need to be careful who you talk to or what you're saying on the internet, because it could be a detriment to you in some way, shape, or form, is what I want to say. Now, on the flip side, we have, in every sign, we have people who are they're trying to do the right thing, and then on the flip side of things, on the other side of the fence, we got people who ain't doing the right thing. They purposely trying to do, things that are not good. So we have that with every sign. So for the positive Cancer, you may be aware of, you may need to be aware of social media, what you put on social media, how you go about putting things on there, because the Uranus energy is all about rebellion. It's all about boycott. It's all about protesting. You may want to be careful about your ideas and posting them on social media, because what may happen is, especially if you're in a work environment where you don't run your own business and you're talking to colleagues about what you're posting online, it could have a negative effect on your job, meaning, you could have a shiesty-ass coworker who may show your boss or show other coworkers what you're involved in. And, even though they can't out front and overtly discriminate against you because of your beliefs, these work situations, they always find a way to nitpick with you because they don't like what you do. If they find out that you're doing something, say you are protest, say you are a PETA individual, you don't like fur, you don't like people using animals for fur. That's just an example, okay? And say your co-workers find out what you're into as far as your humanitarian protests and things like that. And say they go and they tell your employee or they tell another colleague and your boss finds out about it and your boss likes fur. Maybe your boss and you are having some issues, but this could be something, how people are, they're petty. Your boss could use this as a way to, okay, well, I definitely want to get them out of here. So let me figure out ways to nitpick on them or to micromanage them. And then you're feeling like, you know what, I don't like this. I want to rebel and protest against this. Something simple like that. That's just a basic, simple example of how people at the job, when they find out what you're doing on social media, they don't already like you anyway, or they're looking for a reason not to like you. But then they get access to your social media page or pages, and they see what you're talking about, and then they try to flip it and use it against you. So for some of you, they can do that. Some jobs, when they hire you, when they look to see what's going on with you, they will look at your social media pages. So you do need to be careful what you put on social media, especially if you're going to put your name on your page. Some people will just come up with a different name, like a nickname or something like that your work environment knows nothing about. And then also be careful of connecting with coworkers, connecting them to your social media page. Like, if I was working for somebody right now and I met some coworkers and we were cool and everything, I wouldn't tell them what my social media information is. They would never get it. It would never happen. The most you would get is my phone number. That's the most. Okay, even if I gave you that, and it would have to be a reason for me to give you that. But they would not have access to my social media account. So for some of you, you got to be careful what you post on social media. It can have a direct effect on your job. All right. For others of you with this full energy here, I feel an energy of you just wanting to rebel, wanting to change up the way you make money. So again, some of you are looking at social media as a way to make money. So you may want to investigate that if you're getting nudges to do so. Others of you on the negative side, if you're trying to post things negatively about other people on social media, it's going to backfire on you. I feel like there's some negative cancers out here who, are talking bad about people via social media, via email, via text, maybe trying to insinuate something or trying to set somebody up in some way via social media or via, email or internet. It's going to backfire on you. That's why it's shown up in the silent enemies reading. The universe is telling you, no, don't do that. If you got a beef with somebody or a riff with somebody, that's not the way to handle it. We got the Ten of Pentacles energy here. All right. So this, to me, could represent workplace again. Could represent long-term stability. I feel like for some of you, I get an energy of your long-term stability being in jeopardy. Your financial stability being in jeopardy. This is Virgo energy. Virgo is very analytical. Virgo is also the sign of service, someone who is a public servant. Okay? And with the Aquarius energy, Aquarius gathers in groups and organizations for the purpose of humanitarian benefit. Okay? So I sense a lot of that energy here with you all. I don't know if you're involved in groups and organizations, but I feel like if you are, you have to be careful what you're saying to these people. You have to be careful not to, the powers that be, I guess you have to be careful with the communication with them. If you don't agree with the views and of the organizations that you're involved with, whether it's a work environment, whether it's, your chess club or your sorors or your fraternity brothers or whatever group or organization you're in, if you don't agree with what's going on, then you may need to consider leaving. And some of you, I feel like that's what's going on with you. Some of you, your money situation, your stability, your place of where you live, you could be jeopardizing that in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if it's because of the behavior or the activities that are going on. It could also be because of your money-making situation. Maybe some of you, with COVID, a lot of people have financial difficulties. Some of you may be having financial difficulties because of COVID, and as a result, maybe you're in jeopardy of losing your home or your apartment. Some of you, there's something going on with family as well. I feel like you may be in some of you may have some financial difficulty going on. All right, because when it shows up in the silent enemy, it's kind of like it shows up in reverse. So there could be a Cancer out here who's suffering financially in the process of maybe losing their home. You may want to see what type of community organizations or government organizations and apply for whatever it is you need to apply for to see what type of assistance you can get. This is when you need to tap into that Uranus energy and go to places that will help you, or see if you can find places in your community that will help you as far as government, applying for social services, applying for food stamps, if you have children under 5, applying for WIC. Those types of things would be beneficial for you if you take the time to fill out the applications. For others of you on the flip side, the negative side here, somebody is trying to take money from someone. Someone sees somebody abundant and financially abundant and prosperous, and they don't like it, and they're aiming after you. So Cancer, you can have somebody around you who is acting like they want to do business with you, okay? Or maybe you're the Cancer who's trying to approach someone in a manner like, oh, let's make money together. There's the negative side and the positive side. The negative side is it's not going to work. Whatever you're doing, then the universe is seeing it. This is why it's coming through the cards. So if you're somebody who's actively out here trying to take advantage of someone, it's not going to work. For those of you who, feel like somebody around you is trying to take advantage of you, family members, things like that, you need to keep listen to your intuition. You are a water sign. You're very sensitive. You know something is up. So something is up with long-term stability, financial growth. Something could be up with your home. Some of you, your business with the Fool energy and the Ten of Materials. Some of you are a little bit frantic about your business situation. Maybe your business is losing money. There's a lot of people right now, small business owners, who are really feeling the brunt of what's been going on with COVID, especially in areas where the government is making you, via executive orders, ID people for COVID, before you can let them in, things like that. So some of you may be experiencing that, and it could be costing you business, and you want to rebel with this Fool energy. You want to rebel against those executive orders. But there's a lot of rebellion going on throughout, the world right now, because not only are they doing this in the U.S., they're doing it in other countries as well in reference to this COVID and making people get vaccines. And if you don't, then, you're going to be looked at as the person who is, almost to the point where you're breaking the rules. So I feel that energy for some of you, you're dealing with the ramifications of being caught in the middle between, it's not my job to be the executive, order of the government, as in the police people coming into my business by getting their ID, asking them to show a COVID ID, things like that. I just feel like some of you may be going through that. But on the flip side, you got some people out here who are targeting other people because their financial situation is not well, or they see someone blossoming and doing well and they don't like it. It could have been somebody who left them behind, and now they're trying to attack this person in some way, shape, or form. Now we have the Ace of Cups energy in reverse. So I get energy here of hate, jealousy, envy. Some of you need to be careful, though. On another note, you need to watch your health. Some of you, high blood pressure, circulatory issues. So, things like smoking, you may need to cut back on the smoking. Some of you need to cut back on the things that you're eating, the high fatty foods, the fried foods, not eating healthy, not working out, not exercising. Some of you, you're lightheaded, you're feeling lightheaded is what I'm feeling here. You may need to go get your blood work checked out. It could be anything. It could be diabetes, high blood pressure. It could be issues with circulatory issues because of, the blood flow, and that could be caused to anything from smoking to drinking. It's what you're ingesting. And then on top of it, some of you are stressed out because of, your financial situation and what you've been going through. Some of you, family issues. You got serious family issues here. And that could be stressing you out as well, wearing you down. You got to take better care of yourself. It's very important. On a flip note, there's somebody here who's got a lot of hate in their heart for somebody. Okay? It could be a family member. I'm not sure. But somebody around you is, you're picking up a vibe that somebody's off, whether it's a family member or ex-lover or a friend. somebody that you're dealing with, you could have been, it could be somebody you cut off too, that you're no longer dealing with. You could feel their energy, like Kendrick Lamar. What is it? The song he has, "Don't Kill My Vibe." I could feel your energy from 2 planets away. Like, you could probably feel this person's energy, just hating on you, trying to plot on you. You may not even be in the same area as this person, but they may have access to you via internet, and they're watching you and they're hating on you and scheming on you. So it could be that type of energy too. You guys got to be careful, because there's something going on here with the internet. Whether it's you work online, make money online, whether there's somebody, trying to spread rumors about you online, or somebody trying to contact you via email or internet with the intent of something negative. All right, so trust yourself. Make sure you check your passwords. Don't give anybody access to your passwords or your phones, or be careful who you answer calls from, like those private calls. People could be screening and recording your phone. Be careful of weird requests that come to you via the internet, opening up links and things like that. Be careful of that, because that could put you in jeopardy, where people could be trying to get access to your finances. And it's somebody that for some of you, it's somebody you used to be involved with the Ace of Cups in reverse. It's either a hateful ass family member, or it's an ex who's trying to get access to your funds or to take money from you of some sort. I don't know what this energy is, but it don't feel good on a negative side. It don't feel good at all. I feel the energy of revenge. I feel the energy of somebody just really angry with this Fool energy and this Ace of Cups. So be careful, all right? Pay attention to your intuition. Protect yourself. This is what I got for you, Cancer. What I'm going to do now is go into the extended, and I'm going to pull 4 additional cards for each of these to see what other messages the universe has for you in reference to protecting yourself when you get these negative vibes about people, places, and things around you, or people that you've cut off. It's Mercury retrograde, so people are going to be coming back from the past. But most of the people who are coming back, they're coming back with a vengeance. They're not coming back sincere. They're going to find all kinds of ways to try to communicate with you and talk to you. Oh, well, let's make business together. Let's do business together. Let's do this. Let's do that. Half of them are suffering financially, and they see you, doing your thing, and they just want to take from you. So you need to be on your P's and Q's and listen to your intuition when these people come around. All right? So with that being said, if this resonated with you or someone you know, feel free to click that like button and leave a comment if you would like about how it resonates. If it didn't resonate with you, that's okay. It's just not your reading this week. Check your other placements. If you don't like this style of reading, that's okay too. I do other types of readings, and you'll see them show up on the screen, where you'll be able to connect with the Cancerian energy through a different type of reading, or the water energy collectively. So with that being said, the link to the extended is in the box below. If you need a personal, my information's in the box below. Let's head over to the extended. If I see you there, great. We'll chat it up and see what's going on with the extra energies. Other than that, I'll see you in the next reading. Later, Cancer.